Hi, everybody. I've got a journal I just finished today. As a matter of fact, it's probably still a little wet. But I wanted to show it to you. And it measures 3 3/8. How do I get these odd measurements? There's another one. 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5/8. A little over 5/8. And the spine is 1.25 inches, hair over 1.25 inches. I gotta tell y'all a funny story because I know my dog's gonna start barking again. And there's a squirrel that sits outside my kitchen window and taunts my dogs. He just sits there and he eats and he flicks his tail and they go crazy. And it's the funniest thing in the world to watch. So if you hear him barking, the squirrel's at the window. On the front, I did a lot of this in blue stitching. And I went to Joann's and I got some spools that were on sale and it said quilting thread. Well, I'm not a sewer. I don't really know what quilting thread is. But it's thick, kind of like the metallic threads. And even though I loosened the tension, it just made these really neat loops and stuff. I don't know if maybe I did something wrong or it's the thread through the machine. You're not supposed to run it through the machine. But I liked it, so I kept it on and used it throughout this book. But you can see, look, isn't that neat? Can y'all see that? Isn't that neat? That's just so cool looking. On the inside, we have a real pretty lace pocket with an image that was torn off of a letter. I don't know where that's from. I have no earthly idea. And a tag with a button. And there they go. It's on. On the inside, I've got 2 coffee dyed papers with some thread and sewn on. And this is regular thread. And some thready fabric. You know, you just kind of take it and pull it out. Kind of ready it up a little bit. And then a piece of lace on this one. This is vintage style. And over here, a piece of ruffled lace. I used a tag theme, which I haven't done before throughout this book. So it gives you an extra spot to journal, which I'm liking. Real pretty graphic back here. And some coffee dyed papers with a little rose and some fabric. Actually, I think that's part of a crochet doily that I cut up. Look at how weird the stitching came out. I just think that's awesome. You got a little tuck spot here if you want to. I do right here. If you wanted to stick something down there, it'll hold it. Some soy ribbon and a little corrugated heart with a flower. More stitching. Once I found out what the stitching was doing, I went crazy with it because I just love it. It's just different. A little butterfly with a little piece of bling and a fan here. And some of those uneven pages. Look how cool that is. Look how neat that is. Let's see if I can get it closer. Isn't it neat? It does it on one side, but it doesn't do it on the other. But it's nice, thick. You can feel it. I may have to go back and check it out. Our Joann's is moving from one location to another here in town, and they plan on not taking everything with them, so they're having serious sales, and I check it constantly. Over here is a paper doily with a heart, a little sequin. So springtime's here. And of course the gauze. And I let the gauze come over the I let the gauze come over the edge a little bit. And here's butterflies, and it's a tuck spot with a piece of newspaper behind it. And a card, a little piece of lace and crochet doily, and that's part of a curtain. And then another one with some lace. Over here, piece of music paper, a little image, and a little mini tag. This is kind of neat. This is that grass cloth, and I sewed on it and put that image on there, and it lifts up. And then we have a piece of ruffled music fabric. Over here, more tags that you can journal on. You know, I like having these dual spaces, so you could go back here too. On this page, I got a little tag, and this is attached to the page with some stitching, and you got a little mini tag in the grass cloth. And over here, some more stitching and some cards. This is wishful with a little flower and some lace. We're packing up orders, so you're hearing tape going in the background. And then I made a grass cloth pocket and put an image there. Some of the uneven papers. Look at that. I am just loving that. Eating it up. I'm going to have to play it this weekend, see what else I can do. Oh, this weekend's Christmas. I'll play. That's my Christmas present to myself, is playing on the sewing machine. Over here, a pocket with a real pretty image, and a stamp, and some lace, and sewing. And then you've got a tag, and some of that corrugated paper. I'm liking textures. The more textures I seem to be able to get in here, the better. I like it. It just feels good. Feels right. And over here is a place to journal and another tuck spot if you wish. You know, I might not be able to stand it. Whoever gets this, I may have to put something there, you know, because I can't stand it. Another butterfly with some gauze and music paper. And a ruffle and a little hangy tag. And in the center, that's the end of the first signature. In the center here, I've got a booklet. See, there's the third signature here, and that's the first. So this is the middle. And it is just filled with coffee-dyed papers for you to do your own thing. You know, you may have a lot of stuff that you want to add to keep in one book. And this is the perfect book to do it in. It's got a real pretty image here. And like I said, just coffee-dyed papers. It's all that's in here. I actually left it alone. Over here, another really pretty image. And some gold, I don't know what you'd call that. Gold, it's not yarn. Kind of like a nylon thing. I'm not sure what you call it. I'm having a blank moment. Over here is a real pretty floral image with a butterfly and a rose and some sari ribbon. And then I took that stringy stuff and put it around the edge. And inside I stuck a little booklet with a butterfly. Did I leave pocket space? I don't know. Yes, I did. Got a pocket for storage here. Real pretty booklet. And that's a paper doily, and it's got some script stamp on it. More stitching. And more stitching. Look at how neat that came out. That was not intentional by me or the machine, I'm sure. But it just looks neat. And it feels good. Over here, another flip up. It's hinged. A little stitching over here on the back side of the page so you could journal here and here. Over here, a pocket with a butterfly, and this is some of that gauze that I just stitched all over the place. Little ticket. Little pretty background with fleur-de-lis. Little snippets to journal on. Little ruffle here with some sewing going on. And open up. It opens up. And it's stitched on. And then you have a place to journal here. Now on this side, when I stitched this side, I didn't realize that I did that. But, you know, it kind of fits in with the journal. And I'm liking it. So, I did another one over here. I just like the way that looks. A piece of paper there. And butterfly and some lace. I guess I just did not stuff this book. Shame on me. Well, I will do that afterwards. But you've got 2 little tags here, and these are tuck spots, which I will remedy and put something in there. Because, you know, I like that dual function thing going on. But that's what it looks like before I add the stuff. Over here, a little pocket with some sari ribbon, a little lace flower, and inside is real pretty graphic in the background, and a card with a tag to journal on, and that's an antique button. And some stitching on the side here. Look at that. You know, I did this all at the same time. And look, that's that way, and that came out that way. And, you know, it's just, I don't know if it was just weird or what, but it just did its own thing. Little stitching here. But I do like it. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if you're supposed to run that kind of thread through your sewing machine, but it makes for a nice texture. Y'all may want to try it. And there's the back side of it. Over here. Boy, the dogs got quiet. It's kind of like children. You kind of wonder what they're into. Little music page, some French, a little piece of gauze and a butterfly. That. Here's a little card that's been attached to it. It says Courage with a lace flower and a little piece of pearl bling. Look. Whoever gets this is going to love the texture in it. Because it's really, really different. And then here's a little pocket, fabric pocket, with some gauze and a little butterfly with the pearl bling. And a booklet. This little booklet. See, I would be writing... Oh, look, it says Santa Claus. How funny. And it's Christmas. I would be writing right over that. I have no problems doodling or writing over or whatever. And here's a pocket with another tag. You could write on the back of that, and then you have that one. And a little stamping going on with a lace pocket. And I like how this shows through the lace. That's got some silver stitching there. And we have a little piece of lined paper that I stamped. And back in it goes. And it's got room. Look, I can get my hand in there. So it's got room for a lot more stuff if you need it for storage. And my hands are not small because of my swollen knuckles. So, yeah, that's a good bit. There's the back. I covered the whole thing in gauze. I just really like that stuff. And, of course, the sari silk. And there's the front again. And it's really kind of soft. It's I don't know. This is a feel-good journal to me. I don't exactly know how to describe it, but it's very soft and just fits right in your hands. It's a nice journal. Really came out good. And you can see that it's got plenty in it. And like I said, it's got room for more. All your goodies. So I want to thank y'all for being here with me today. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.